Great to be back with you, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, Miss Neen James, a return customer, if you will. If you follow the blog and my Facebook page, you do know of Neen James, super productivity expert and author of Folding Time. And it's just always an honor when I get a chance to see you in person and hang out.
What a treat! What a treat!
So, Neen, we have a lot of followers and fans who want to know about efficiency and productivity. For you, one of the secrets is 15 minutes.
Absolutely.
Tell people about it.
In 15 minutes, you can conquer the world. So 15 minutes is really the key to strategic thought. So every day, spend 15 minutes thinking, what am I going to achieve today? What are my top 3 not negotiable activities that I've got to get done today to achieve the goals you want? So it could be for your business or personal. 15 minutes is the key to social media management. It's the key to your fitness. It's the way to conquer the world.
Let's talk about fitness and conquering the world.
Sure.
Okay, you look fantastic.
Thank you.
More fantastic than you did the last time I saw you. What have you been doing differently? I follow you, but tell the people, what have you been doing differently?
So no sugar, no gluten, P90X. All driven purely by vanity. That's it. My job takes me around the world. I need stamina to go from one airport to the next. I'm in front of thousands of people on a weekly basis. And so you got to walk your talk, right? You know that. You demonstrate that for all the audiences that you're part of. So for me, it was all of those things. So no sugar, no gluten, and P90X, baby.
Well, it's working.
Thanks.
It's working. Beautiful.
Thanks.
Neen, one of my favorite things from the book was the conscious celebration theory. We don't have time to do everything. We only
Right.
have time to do what matters.
Correct.
Tell the people more about that.
Absolutely. So that's one of my taglines. We don't have time to do everything. We only have time to do what matters. Conscious celebration is relationship engagement. You're really good at this. Jason Janney's really great at this. And I remember when he launched his open space. Do you remember? People traveled for hours. I traveled for 2 hours. I would never do that. But what it was about is making sure you celebrate the big things and the little things, because in someone else's world, that's a big thing. So I always believe you have time for things that matter, which means the people that matter. So if it matters to them, that's conscious celebration. It's your job to help them celebrate that, the big and the small.
Gotcha. I know you're big on social media. I don't know how you keep up. Well, I do, because you're a super productivity expert. But aside from that, if there are 1, 2, or 3 apps or technology, how do you use technology to be efficient and to do what you do? Because you're all over the place, but you're mentally and physically, you are as one with the world. So how does that happen for you?
There's a couple of strategies. Know what you're really good at, outsource the rest. So I use a brilliant team called Social Connect, as you know, so they're phenomenal. The second thing is use an app called HootSuite. HootSuite allows you to manage multiple platforms in one place, and that's productive. So I love that. But also too, because I'm on the road so much, I got to tell you, one of my favorite apps is Pazizz, which is the Energizer app. It's a power napping app. So I can take a little nap for 5 minutes or 45 minutes and nobody knows. It guides me to sleep, wakes me back up. So that's one of my most favorite apps. My third favorite app would have to be NoteShelf. So it's like a bookshelf, but I keep every one of my client files in like a notebook. And so with a little tiny pogo stick, I like to write on my iPad. Every client file I have is on my iPad, and they come with me everywhere. It's lighter than carrying my Mac around. I don't have to check it through security at the airport, and I've got my whole life in one place.
Talking about efficiency and productivity, you mentioned something else in your book about turning off literally all the bells and whistles in your life.
Yeah.
Because people are kind of a slave to their
They
phones.
are.
So
Yeah.
how do you
So what it is you've got to turn off visual clutter, and you've also got to turn off that clutter that is taking your attention away. You know, the average adult attention span is 9 seconds. So think about it. Every time a bell, a whistle, a soundbite, or that stupid little envelope in your email comes up and says you've got mail, we're distracted, and so our strategic thought stops. You want to close off all of that distraction so you can get super focused, and that's how you get super productive.
Awesome. Wow. Neen James, always a pleasure.
Oh,
See you. Thank you very much.
Pleasure.